Good afternoon, my name is Klaus. I'd like to introduce you to our racing simulator. If you're a car fiend like me and an ex-race car driver like me, or a current race car driver, or an up-and-coming race car driver, this is quite a machine. Most simulators do not have movement. This one does have rear movement, and you get also wonderful steering feel and brake pedal feel. It is remarkably realistic. Similar machines that are this capable will generally run $49,000 to $50,000. We're retailing our machine with basically the same high quality components for $28,750. And for some lucky individual, we're going to auction this one off. This is our demo. It comes with all the goodies. And I'll give you a little bit of a brief description of how this thing works, what it does, what it's capable of. So here we go. First of all, I can select whatever automobile I want to drive. There's a huge selection of race cars. I can also select which track I'd like to be on, and there's again a huge selection of tracks depending on the software that you acquire. Most of the software, these tracks have been lasered. They're absolutely accurate. They're surprisingly accurate. With the car, not only can you select which race car you're going to drive, but there are sub-menus that allow you to adjust for weather conditions, wing angles, shock valving, spring rates, tire compounds, gear ratios. The adjustments that can be made are almost endless. And as a ex-race car driver and also high-performance driving coach, this kind of stuff 20 years ago to me would have been invaluable. Going to a racetrack right here that I've never been to, giving me an opportunity to at least learn the track before I ever get there, or to practice during the off season, or as an old retired race car driver just to simply have some fun. You can race against other automobiles. The simulator is most certainly iRace compatible, which means you can race against other people on the internet all over the world. This has become a big deal. There are some people making really good money in doing iRacing. So today I've selected a Porsche 962. It's from a few years ago. I have also selected the Spa-Francorchamps circuit simply because the Grand Prix was held there last week. So here we go. I'm going to start this thing up. Again, this is a private test. As the car leaves the pits, the computer will drive it out of the pit lane. Once I get on track, the controls all come back to me. You'll also notice that when the program starts, I'm going to get a tachometer down here in the right hand, my heads-up display, also a gear shift indicator. And you'll notice also that the tire temperatures are down here in the right-hand corner as well. As soon as I get on the track, those temperatures are going to go blue, which means the tires are absolutely dead cold and have no grip. So like a real race car, I'm going to have to warm these tires up in order to get some grip. And it's all in our hands now. I'm going to do a nice gentle warm-up lap. I want to get the tires up to operating temperature. The way you do that is accelerate, get on the brakes. Accelerate, get on the brakes. And that warms up the tires. When you see race car drivers going back and forth across the racetrack, it doesn't really add much heat into the tires, but it does clean them. So to get them up to operating temperature, you really do want to accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake. And you'll notice that these tires will change from blue to kind of an aqua color, and then to green, which means they'll have full grip. Like in a real race car, you want to be gentle, you want to be smooth. It's everything. Smooth is fast. You want to look where you want to end up, not where you are. And it never ceases to amaze me just how accurate this particular simulator is. It's amazing. I can do 4 or 5 laps of this thing, and if I really push it, I'll come out of this thing just wringing wet. It's a good workout. Not necessarily physically, but it'll get your attention. And again, as we start to get around our warm-up lap, I want to get everything up to operating temperature. And again, we still have blue tires, so. The rear of the seat will actually slide. You'll feel it. It is so realistic. And again, there are a number of settings that can be adjusted to your type of driving. Whether you like a loose car or whether you like a car that has a propensity to understeer. All of these adjustments can be made by you. You can see the tires have now turned from the deep blue to kind of an aqua, so they've got a little bit more grip. As they turn green, we'll be able to hammer it just a little harder. This is called Eau Rouge. It's one of the most famous corners in racing. It's also terribly fast. This is the new Spa Chunks racetrack. The original track was nearly 10 miles long. Race car driving is all about visual skills. Wherever you look is where the car will go. You never want to look directly in front of the car. You always want to look for your exit. I just really can't get over how precise this is, how accurate it is, how much feel it has. Tires are getting a little warmer. I'm starting to get a little more grip. I'm starting to get a little more assertive with the car. It's not sliding quite as much as it did. I love this thing. Go ahead and hammer a good lap at Spa. This is start finish. We're on a hard lap. Again, turn your head before you turn the wheel. Look where you want to go. And I'm going to shut up. Enjoy. like to welcome you to addiction. And I think I'm just going to continue to have some fun. One more time, throw rouge. An absolute must-have machine.